Hello my loves and welcome to a new video. Today's video has been requested by one of you. They wanted a video specifically focused on soothing trauma and PTSD. Before we get into the video, I just want to disclaim that I'm not a licensed therapist, so this is in no way a substitute for therapy. I do have a master's degree in criminology, so I do have a background in the field of psychology. But the intention for today's video is just to help you soothe your nervous system, to help you switch out of fight and flight so that you can feel more safe again in your own body. So in line with all that, I want to disclaim also all the triggers that there will be during this video, so that if there's anything in particular that you know you don't like, you can click out of the video. So the main trigger will be my voice, which will be soft spoken for today. I also have a little rattle that I'll be using, which will be this sound. And then I'll be using some crystals, but I won't be tapping on them. So that's mainly the only kind of triggers. And then of course, some hand movements as well. And of course you have control during this whole process to turn off the video at any point if you feel uncomfortable with anything that I'm doing. And yeah, let's just get into it. So the first thing I'm going to do is use the rattle to kind of help move the energy in your auric field right now, just to kind of help break up any stagnation and to also help loosen up any kind of cords that you might have to the past and to anything that's triggering you, just so that we kind of clear the way a little bit so that the healing can come through. We'll also create a beautiful shell of energy around ourselves to remain protected throughout the whole video, so you're taken care of. So I'm just gonna start by your head, and I'm just gonna start loosening up your energy. Allow yourself to get lost in the sound. Allow it to become your main focus point for now. I'm just moving this through your whole auric field here, moving from head to toes. Underneath your feet. And then moving up the body again. Take a moment here to connect with your breath as well. Taking the time to slowly deepen your inhales. And feel free to take your time here as you build the breath. Okay. Just going to sweep your aura here, allowing some of that initial energy to be swept off of you. Okay. We'll be working with 2 crystals today. first one I kind of feel is the great mother of crystals. This is rose quartz. To me, it feels like the most soothing of them all. It has a very gentle, kind of cosmic love energy about it. And then we also have hematite, which is a very, very grounding crystal. It also feels very heavy. It has a lot of metal content to it. So this is really great to ground any energy that is in excess in your aura. So I will be placing this crystal just below your belly button and the rose quartz here on your heart chakra. So I'm going to also draw some Reiki symbols to help energetically activate the session, to increase the benefits as well. Okay, and I'll be drawing these symbols on your heart and on your sacral root area. And this is the chakra, and I'm pressing it now, and the Seiki symbol. Chakra again. This is a bit of a Reiki sandwich to help balance out the energies in this region. Chakra. And Seiki. One more chakra. There we go. So, before I get into the actual Reiki, I want you to take some time to become aware of the energy field around you. And we'll start by creating a shell or a bubble of energy around us to keep us safe and protected. So just notice the gentle flow of energy outside of your body, still within your personal space. And then imagine a crystalline shell forming around the outer layers of your personal space. And it can be any color that you like, whatever makes you feel most safe and cozy. And this bubble is here to protect you. And then imagine pores on the outer layer of this crystalline structure, just like you have on your skin. And for now, if it feels good, just imagine closing those pores. Closing them up, closing the shop, so to say, being fully in your own bubble, so that no one or nothing can come in. It's just you and me. I'm going to come stand behind you and we're going to start the Reiki treatment. So I just have my hands above the crown of your head. My palms are open, facing your head. And I'm just sending Reiki energy towards you. you can imagine warm light streaming in through the top of your head. And this light is loving and soft. It has a nourishing quality to it. And your cells are happy to invite it in. And while it is energizing and invigorating, it also has a bit of grounding to it. And then I'm going to bring my hands on either sides of your ears. Bring some healing to the side of your head. If you have any noise or sound sensitivity, allowing your ears to calm down, allowing the sensors in your ears to relax, and letting them know that they're safe. And then I'm just going to place my hands underneath your head by the base, sending energy to the part where your head meets your neck. Allow the warmth of the energy to dissipate any tension, any stress, softening your neck. And then moving to your third eye. So I just have my hands in front of your forehead now, slightly covering your eyes. Allow your forehead to soften. Allow your eyes to become heavy. Releasing the need to hold on. Alright. And then moving to your neck. Allow the energy here as well to soften the front of your neck. You could even imagine your neck growing wider and expanding energetically. Good. Moving down to your collarbones. My hands are hovering a couple of centimeters away from your body, so I'm never touching you here. Allow your collarbones to soften, to sink into your body. Good, and I'm going to go to the tops of your shoulders. Allowing your shoulders to drop down, away from your neck. Good. Moving down to the upper arms. Allowing the muscles to soften. To the elbows. the wrist. Allow your hands to sink into the surface below you, releasing whatever you're holding on to here. Good. I'm just going to sweep this energy down. So moving down the arms here, sweeping any kind of excess energy, any tension. Allowing them to soften. Good. Moving to your heart. Gently allow your chest to open up. You could imagine creating more space between each of your ribs, giving more space to your heart and your lungs, making it a little bit easier to breathe. I'm just going to pull some of that energy that feels heavy out of your heart. So I'm just stirring the energy to bring the flow back in. And I'm pulling out the bits that aren't yours, the bits that feel heavy or uninvited. And we're just going to remove those, allowing only your own energy and the Reiki to remain. Okay. Now I'm going to pull down some energy from the universe around us, from the benevolence around us, cosmic love, allowing it to enter your heart, to bring you in touch with the presence, the love all around us, so that it may help heal you, so that it may bring you comfort, and bring you back to energetic wholeness. Drawing the chakra again. Okay. Moving from your heart down to the lower part of your rib cage. Allow your organs to soften. See if you can decontract them. So, creating space in your belly region for your organs, giving them all the space they need to soften and relax. Giving thanks to all the hard work that they do during the day to help you assimilate energy, to keep you healthy. Thank you. Moving down to your hips. Just have my hands here on the outside of your hips. And I want you to imagine the energy radiating into your hips. You can imagine your hips like a bowl that you're filling with warming, soothing energy. We tend to hold a lot of our stress and tension in our hips. So maybe first start by imagining that you're creating more space for your tailbone. So moving your hips slightly apart to create more space for the very bottom part of your spine, releasing any tension, letting go. Opening the hips. And then I'm going to have them just on top here, the upper thighs. Just allow your upper thighs to sink down towards the bone that is inside your upper legs. Allow your upper legs to become really, really heavy. And you could even imagine creating some space between your upper thighs and your hips. Again, giving space to your body to take up as much space as it needs to function well. Decontracting, softening. Alright, moving down to your knees. Allowing the knees to melt into the surface below you, like ice cream on a hot day or honey, just softening. Good, bringing the energy down to your ankles, allowing your feet to become really, really heavy. Here as well, imagine space being created between all the tiny bones that make up your feet. Allow your feet to grow wider, opening up. Okay. Let's do a couple of full sweeps again here. Just to make sure the energy is flowing well. Okay. And then the last little bit I'm going to focus on here. Okay. So I'm going to have one hand above your heart chakra, one in between your sacral and your root chakra. So just at the lowest part of your belly. And I'm going to start connecting these two chakras. We're going to root the energy down through your root center, your root chakra. And by doing that, we're creating space for the heart to soften and to feel safe again. So you can imagine an energetic thread being created between your root and your heart chakra. And they both feed each other, so there's both energy going up to the heart and going down to the root. And they are creating stability for one another. The root is very grounding and stabilizing. The heart chakra is very uplifting and energizing. Okay. I'm going to check in with your energetic cocoon or shell around you. Make sure that it is strong, protective. And sometimes it's very healthy to close ourselves off from the world for a little while, especially if we feel overwhelmed. So don't feel bad about being in your own little cocoon for a bit until you feel ready to come out again. You don't owe anything to anyone, just do what feels good to you right now. Okay, oh, that feels really good. I'm just infusing it with extra Reiki energy to give it extra protection, extra nourishment in the energetic form. Okay. So, last few sweeps. And there we go. I'll place those away again so that you're free to move. I hope that you enjoyed this session. If you are still awake here and with me, feel free to leave a comment and a like. Also feel free to request any videos. I have a small folder on my computer with requested videos. It might take me a while to get to your video, but I promise you I will at some point. So I will see you guys in a couple of days on Sunday for a new video.